afternoon, Robert. How are you doing? Big grid, or
Hello.
once more? Bit tired, but
Hello,
big grid.
David.
Hello.
Hello, David. Hello, everyone. Whoever there is there.
There's going to be thousands, and they'll all be pissed about the yesterday after that, Rob. I mean, as I've said several times, I was there, and I'll share my reflections on that going through. But first, Rob, just talk a little bit because we had the two guys. We had Burnley and Sheffield United not playing particularly well, but gotten the points, which is all that matters. How are you feeling after those two games?
I think deep down, I think most of us expected them to win their games
Yeah.
yesterday. So I didn't really change. I just thought I wouldn't be too unhappy with a point. As I've said all along, it'd be difficult, Dave. And it was difficult. But so a win's brilliant. A win's brilliant. And we're nearly there, aren't we? I
Yeah.
think.
Well, I do have to say, I think we've already chat through. I was there, and I got close up here.
Jeez, were you there?
I was there. Had you not realised?
No.
My local ground nearly, but actually sitting as close as I was to the Oxford fans, right in the middle from but sitting as close as I was to the Oxford fans, you get a completely different perspective. All they were saying was, close him down. But the amount of times we were just cutting them through, and you could see it because I was right at the front. You could see it, both wings, both halves, just cutting it through. Didn't have an answer. I think we could have scored a few more. But I know they had a lot of efforts, and there was one early on, and that was the closest they come, I thought. But, strangely, I felt really confident they weren't going to score. I felt really confident having Darlow there. And I tell you what, Joe Rodon, I mean, everyone said it, absolutely massive. And he made the goal as well.
Massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive.
Yes.
Is that a new word?
Shut up. But absolutely, I thought it was Ampadu played it through. But Joe Rodon, fantastic ball. Did you see it right inside? Rob,
Yeah, beautiful ball.
Do you want to talk a little bit about your reflections on the game itself and the goal?
Well, I watched it on telly, obviously. So everything's replayed about a million times. But I knew it was Rodon anyway, and it was a perfect ball, beautiful ball, and that honestly I thought was the one true bit of class in attacking play all match.
Did you?
It wasn't a good watch, to be honest with you, but it was an effective win. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't think we were that special last night.
Perhaps.
We should have took the game to them a lot more. We were inviting them on, and all it takes, as we well know, is dodgy fucking refereeing assistance decision, or just a throw in, or a long throw which is coming in all the time. So I wasn't happy with. Obviously, I was delighted with the result, but I wasn't happy with how we actually got there because I think we made problems for ourselves.
Yeah. I think I might be a bit overelated from finally getting out and seeing the game because it's months since I've seen it. I think the last game I saw was Blackburn when we dropped the points right at the end of time. That was the last one I saw. So it's getting out and seeing them in the flesh, and I thought they were really good. I thought Pirro was really good. I thought Tanaka's shot and his disappointment after, fantastic as well. But let's not say any more about that because I think it was really about really doing the business, absolutely spot on doing the business. I think all the defence played really well. I thought they were containing them. In fairness, Oxford, I don't think that were that great. But, never mind. We did the points there, really did the business. So, where we are, 4 points we need. Could go up Monday. So as I understand, if we beat Stoke and Sheffield United don't win at Burnley, that's promotion. I suppose, just thinking about it, Rob, you've got this now. Well, I think we can take promotion as certain as it can be without tempting fate. But we know we both want the title as well. What would you be looking for, or what are you hoping for from the Sheffield game? I nearly had to forget. Hey?
Burnley Sheffield draw, please. That's it.
Do you think?
And a Leeds win, of course. And then, definitely, because that rules them both out. Well, it certainly rules Sheffield United out, gets us promoted, and it does put us in as real favourites and the driving seat to win the title. Which come on, it's football. You aim for prizes, don't you? There's some fans saying they're not bothered about.
No, I know, but that's what I was going to get onto. Part of me actually wishes Hamface and win. So I just wonder, and it's this thing about what would you go for? Settle for promotion or a risky championship? What do you reckon, Rob?
What are you asking
me?
Look. Risky.
If you had two options, so one, safe promotion.
Isn't two options just one option?
No, two options. There are two options here. Look, there's two. I'm offering you a choice.
No. It's not two options. It's one option.
No, there's two. Look, alternatives. Let's have two alternatives. So two alternatives. We could say.
No, there's only one alternative.
All right. There's one option and one alternative to it. So, fucking hell. Right. So, you could settle now.
You see this? I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to interrupt. Right. You see this? That's two fingers. It's also known as a pair. So if you equate the name option to a pair, so that's one option.
Okay.
That's one pair. Pair.
Okay. I bow to your greater wisdom. So
get bowing then.
There are two.
Get bowing.
There are two scenarios in front of me in my adult's mind. We could settle now for the knowledge of promotion. Or we could say, look, would we gamble that? Would we gamble that for a championship? Would we run the risk? Would we prepare to run the risk of not getting... i.e., right, would we prepare to go for a Sheffield United victory? But it reduces the chance of promotion, but it makes the championship more likely. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, I knew that's what you were asking.
I know you did.
Try and speak plain English.
Ignore your imaginary. I am going to do for him. I'm not in the best of moods now. I was really happy and talking. Robert.
Dear me. Bit of an overreaction there, Dave.
You know I've had a stressful couple of days, Robert.
No, you see, if Sheffield United beat Burnley, which I find rather unlikely, but if they do, then there's a chance we'll fuck it up still. So,
Well.
So no, I'd rather not have that chance.
I get that, but Stoke at home on Monday, we'll know that for certain. Okay, we'll know the result for certain. So you can choose going into the game what you're hoping for. So we'll have that certainty. I'm assuming it's going to be a win. Not certain. You've said, and you'll probably say again, difficult game, twats, but going through. So we'll know for certain. Assume we win. So you've got the certainty if Sheffield United don't win of promotion versus the uncertainty Sheffield United win and Burnley lose, which would leave us 3 points ahead. 2 games left. Which would you choose out of those? So what will you be hoping for in the game, assuming that we've won?
I answered this about 10 minutes ago.
I know you did, but I'm going to go there. Still a draw.
Yeah, thanks. Is that all right?
Right, okay. I will stop that. Unproductive. Absolutely unproductive. Okay. Couple of other things if I can then, Rob. Dan James didn't look fit. I think it was a bit of a risk to putting him on. He didn't seem to do that much when he came on. There's comment that he was, not taking risks around it. What was your take on Dan?
I don't really know why he put him on.
No, I know.
Ramazani could have done just as well.
He doesn't do Ramazani anymore, though, does he? For some reason.
It's a strange one. I think, I suppose in a way, all the subs bar Melier had a shout of getting a few minutes,
Imagine bringing on Melier.
Well, whatever, mate. I don't hate the guy, and the number of critics he's got, and he's made some mistakes, but he's also kept a load of clean sheets. But people seem to forget that negative over the positive. In the end, he's been an important part of the team, and he still is an important part of the squad. So, and all credit to Darlow as well. So I don't know. It's funny, Dave, that you go on certain forums, whatever, or you just listen to people on social media, and there's so much focus on the negative when we're bloody top at league. We're nearly there, and there's still people slating other people. And
Sack Farker on board.
I've got a different opinion to you. So there, fuck off. You're not as good as me. You're not a super fan like me or as clever as me. It's just all a load of crap, innit? Just enjoy the bleeding moments because we don't get many of them.
I've supported this club for 3,000 years. Beat that, right? Okay, but there is one thing that's been apparent though. So until quite recently, Farker didn't seem to trust Schmidt. But then, when he's got the choice of either Schmidt, who's playing wide, or Ramazani, he goes for Schmidt now. And I don't know, he's talked about Ramazani's got poor judgment, something along that route, and he takes some risks. Do you think that's valid? Do you think that's just Farker's nature, or do you think it's something else? Because he just doesn't seem likely to play him now.
That's a manager's dilemma.
I get that.
No matter how many subs you've got, so it's up to him. He knows the player a lot better than we do, and I think that sounds pretty sensible, actually, and pretty reasonable of him to say that because we've all seen it. Ramazani, when he got that bad injury, because before that he was brilliant.
He was.
But we didn't see much of him. That's just because he didn't come here till quite late on. But then the injury certainly knocked him.
It did. Made a real difference.
A long way off, didn't it? And I think, when he's come on, he has made questionable decisions. But Dan James's forte is questionable decisions making. I think sometimes,
but at least some of them pay off. I think, and it's more often.
I won't slag a player off. We want players with individual skills and flair and excitement from them, don't we? And James and Ramazani are two great examples of that. You would prefer them to be better coached or learning better. I'm not sure which is which, really. But anyway, it's great to have them on board. And I think let's hope that, I don't know, I read somewhere recently, some fan said we need to get rid of this sentimentality about players and managers because he wants Farker out. Anyway, regardless of that, I was just thinking, you know what? If you get rid of the sentimentality with players and managers, what's the fucking point of following a football club? So, and I'm sorry for swearing because that was a bit over the top, but it just bamboozles me sometimes why people just want to see a team of AI robots.
Well, I tell you
and
what,
steamroll every other team.
I tell you what, really interestingly, I remember Bielsa talking about if he had a team of robots or AI guys, he would never lose a game.
Yeah.
And it was that thing about almost, there is looking back, he potentially did overcoach, but they knew exactly what to do all the time and always did it. So you got the occasional mistake, but there was that overcoaching. I just wonder, you would have expected someone as experienced as Farker with the setup of coaches they've got, so they have goalkeeping, coach and all that type of stuff. You would have thought, or I would have thought, they would have coached Ramazani to drum that out. Same with Dan James. What do you think? Is that an unrealistic expectation that we would see a manager in his coaching team work on those to improve it?
Well, there's so many possibilities with that. And first of all, I mean, you saying Bielsa overcoached players, I'm not sure I would agree with that. But that's not really the point anyway, is it? No. It's just your opinion. My opinion is different. Yeah. But with respect to players, not learning or not doing what they are expected to do, some of it depends on who you've got alongside him in the team as well. This is why sometimes you need a strong captain or just leaders all over the pitch. Maybe we don't have many leaders. Rodon showed proper leadership last night. A great example. I mean, that was possibly his best game, full stop. Bear in mind, so. He did set up the assist for the goal.
It didn't need that though, did it? I still think it was his best game, and it was.
He was brilliant.
And it was afterwards. This, honestly, you don't see it unless you're looking. The acknowledgement of the crowd, the oneness with the crowd, even when they came out to right at the start, just to look around the pitch, and there was most of the fans were in by then. It was still early doors, but just the acknowledgement, just the just the relationship with the fans. I think Joe Rodon is massive. I worried about him at the start of the season. It seemed to be, we've heard this before, they get a contract and then they go off. But I just believe he's such an important player for us.
Yeah, he's almost like an old style centre half, the big bruiser who wins everything in the air, scared of nothing, and puts his body on the line, so to speak. And now the modern day preference for a central defender is, it's got to be brilliant on deck as well. It's got to be able to pass and move and come out of defence with the ball and shimmy, do everything, beat everybody. It needs to be everything that a player could be. But in a way, the combination, I mean, I'm sorry, but Ferdinand were a good example of what a great centre-half could be. I think he just almost vegetated after he left Leeds. Anyway, fuck him, didn't like him anyway. But Rodon's shown more skill on the deck now.
I would think so, absolutely.
And bravery and, coming out of defence with the ball and not losing it. He was on the right wing at one stage.
He was, and he did it a couple of times. So it was about they'd obviously sussed this, and they were like trying to mark the players, and he just went through it. So we had this time when Bielsa, when they were just cutting through us, when we were going man for man, and the sensible defender just cut through. I think he's so intelligent, so passionate about Leeds, and he really gets Leeds. I just see that, and you get it when you've got a real Leeds, but I think you're absolutely right. This leadership, I think it makes such a difference with Ampadu and him. Now, I think Strike's a really good player. I think he's a leader, but he's not the same. I think it's these guys, and they played dirty played dirty, but they won ugly. They won the bit in terms of seeing it out, because I think they were so confident they were going to concede. And
I just thought Oxford were really poor, actually, and I think that's what slightly irked me last night, because I just thought we could have, whitewashed it easy. But anyway, we still got the win that we thoroughly deserved. I just think it should have been better. It wasn't a great attacking performance, and I don't know. I don't think they were tense. I just think we played it wrongly. But again, I'm not complaining. Before anybody starts, I'm not complaining. We won 3 points in a difficult match, Dave. And, like I said, it would be. But I don't think it needed to be that difficult. No. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
No, but I think we do. I've got a tendency to do that. I don't know if it's overconfidence they won't concede or complacency. I don't think it's complacency. You've said that before. You don't think it's complacency. I think it's just overconfidence. We can handle what comes through. But let's go forward 2 days. So, Monday, Stoke. Just talk me through expectations. Talk me through what you think's going to happen. But more importantly, I'm really interested, Rob, because you said we don't feel like this very often. How are you going to feel on Monday, given where we are now, given what's likely to happen, given that we can all but seal it in the game?
Inebriated.
Do you think? That's not really a feeling, that's a state, you see. So just coming back to this thing about options and fuck off.
Euphoric.
Euphoric. Very good. Good word, euphoric. And I think I was earlier on. Very euphoric. I still believe they played really well. I still believe, absolute confidence, I still believe they played really well. And they were on it. I believe they were really attacking well. I believe that but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it, Rob? Because we're at the start of a fantastic week. I'm still thinking it's Sunday now. I haven't got quite a clue where I am because I got screwed up by yesterday. I was thinking yesterday, Saturday. Monday.
Yeah, Monday. That's stupid schedule, isn't it? Having said that, we're Good Friday, mate. So, all the division played, so we can't complain that much, can we?
Great Friday. And we did get from up there, Sky TV's fucking shit, full blast. And I must share this with you at the start. I think I mentioned this, but at the start, they have these 2 fellas, these old guys. The Sky Bet logo they have in the middle. They've got these 2 guys that come on, quite old, and they come in, and they've got this rigmarole. And they turn it round, and they fold it out like this, and they peg it down. They've obviously been doing this all season. It's absolutely bizarre. Oh, great referee, by the way. Because they hated him. Welcome. Oh, is that not a foul? Come on, Lino. What have we heard? I'll shut up now, Rob. I'll leave the closing 2 minutes to you.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, I think, yeah, Stoke are almost definitely safe, bar a freakish event, freakish sequence of results and events. So, um, yeah, they're not a good team, Stoke. So, I expect us to muller them, Alan
Muller.
Muller them, and yeah, and that's no disrespect to Stoke. And then, yeah, I'm hoping for a draw with Burnley and Sheffield United, but I'll be watching it anyway, and I'll be thinking, yeah, whatever the result, we're already up, aren't we? And but
So.
I am hoping for champion, the title, and I think we'll do it. I asked this morning actually on social media, that wanker Musk's thing, Twitter or X, whatever. God, I fucking hate that guy. I hate him more than Trump. Anyway, that's another story. I don't want to get political.
Next week, let's do that next week.
But I think I asked if we win the title, I think that might be our fourth time. Has anybody won it more times? And I thought it was a good question. Yeah, our Division 1, Division 2, sorry, as I'll speak.
So that's the question.
Fourth,
let's just check this. So you're talking about second division championship, or championship is now. How many times have we won that title? Is that what you're asking?
Title, yeah. Well, I know how many times we've won it, but have we won it more than anybody else? That's what I was asking.
Well, you'd struggle. You get this. You get this thing about Warnock. He's got, but he's done it with different clubs. So you'd struggle. Because you generally speaking get teams going through and not coming back down, don't you? So I think you'd be looking for a yo-yo club that's gone up and down. I think we used to be a yo-yo club, certainly in this last few years. So just for the record, let's just go through it. So there's 24.
Okay. We're not a yo-yo club. We're just a yo club.
No.
We've hardly done a yo-yo.
No, we used to be when we first started a yo-yo club. 1920s, when I was born, when Adam was a lad, they went up and down about 5 years running. So
you were born.
I was. So let's just go. I'm older than I look, which I know is, but let's just go through. 1924. I know that for definite. I don't think there was another title till 64. I'll check this out after, and we'll put it in.
We've only won that was our
second division. Second division.
64.
64. I think first then 90. Then it must be 2020, 2025. And the only shame of that, Rob, is when we win, Big Dippers always win. However, I've been able to gloat because the Liverpool fan in my collection at work. And I keep saying to them, you're lucky this year because we're going to win the title, so you'll be all right. Gov.
Yeah, cheers.
Anyway,
thanks for that. Generous.
What else should I say? So what I'll do is I'll check that outside of. I'll try and come up with, have I missed any there? And has anyone won the second division championship more often than us?
Yeah.
I couldn't see fairer.
But I mean, I can tell you the answer if you want.
Has anyone won more than us? Is that what your question?
I can tell you the answer.
Go on.
Yes.
Go on.
And it's good night from me. I should have known, and you should know. You were on the right track when you said a yo-yo club in a way, and they have been forever. Leicester City apparently 8 times.
Have they?
Yeah, and they were pretty much of a yo-yo club in the 50s. From 40s. The 50s, I believe.
I believe they used to have a certain player that started with them that is very much
nice and Revie. Yeah.
Nice and Revie. FA Cup as well. Bloody nose. Oh, look, he's ringing. Rob, I've got a phone. Don's ringing me. I'll have to go. Night, everybody. Night.
All the best. Thanks, everybody. Keep the faith and marching on together. Fantastic. We are beautiful Leeds.
Let's get pissed.
I don't swear, as you know.